he found out he still had 80 years to live. So without hesitation, he jumped from 100 meters up and landed perfectly on a moving truck. After that experience, he raised the height to 10,000 meters and mid-fall, got safely caught by a passing plane. But not everyone was as lucky as him. Like this woman, she found out she only had 3.5 hours left. To avoid danger, she refused to ride in her boyfriend's passenger seat. Right then, her phone started ringing. It said she had violated the user agreement. When she opened the app again, she saw she had just 1 minute left. So she sprinted back home, but her phone kept ringing non-stop. She figured the only solution was to turn it off. But death doesn't stop just because your phone is off. While getting ready to shower, her phone suddenly rang again. And as she went to grab it, a mysterious force lifted her into the air. When the countdown hit 0, the woman died instantly. And just before that, her boyfriend had gotten into a car accident. Later, he was taken to the hospital, but he refused the emergency surgery. He said he'd die later that night, then pulled out his phone. It showed he had only 19 hours left to live.
It's an app that tells you when you're gonna die.
Ellie tried to comfort him, saying it was just an app, but he told her the app had perfectly predicted his girlfriend's death. Ellie didn't believe it, so she turned and walked away. She told her co-workers about it later. Out of curiosity, they all downloaded the app. Everyone else had decades left, but when it was Ellie's turn, she only had 2 days. First, she brushed it off. But what happened next made her start to believe. The night when the man was about to start surgery, he noticed he had less than 3 minutes left, so he tried to skip it. But then his phone rang, telling him he'd violated the user agreement. He ignored it until he glanced at the mirror and saw a shadow behind him. When he turned around, there was nothing. Then suddenly, the shadow smashed through the mirror. Panicked, he ran into the hallway, hoping a closed door could block whatever was chasing him, but that only sped up his death. By the time he tried to escape, it was already too late. The door in front of him wouldn't budge, and behind him, fast footsteps echoed through the hall. Turned and saw it was his dead girlfriend. He had no idea why she was there. Then his phone fell from above. When the countdown hit 0, the man met his end.